do this one. A few years back, I had a cat, and I mean, he was the greatest little cat, and I wanted to mess with him one day, and I made this little stick with a string on it, and as I was playing with him, I moved it back, and it snapped. And I was so confused as to why the string snapped, and I just had to delve into that, and that kind of led me into making my own whips, looking up ways to, improve my design, and my first designs were absolutely terrible. I mean, laughable, but I just kept looking into it, and finally got to the point where it was like, I think I'm ready to make my first paracord whip, and I had to move on from that, and the next step was leather, and sure enough, we imported leather from Australia, and that was kind of my first, leather whip. That was my first delve into the leather working world, and I loved it.
Dylan's interest in craftsmanship has also helped him forge a stronger bond at home.
Seriously, whatever he's interested in, it's usually something that I can be interested in, and I take an interest in what he's doing. So it's fun to get in to see him do his things and then have a little part of it myself. When he first came with the gas forge idea, which was probably 2 years ago now or more, I helped him research the design, which we got off the internet, but finding the pieces, getting them put together, just doing the finalization to get it to work.
When you start with one thing, it's going to lead to another thing. You're going to constantly improve on your designs and the designs that you have in your head. Leatherworking goes to metalworking, goes to something else and something else. And continuously you're finding new things to put your effort and passion into. And one of the other things that I've done that stemmed from both the leatherworking and metalworking was making guitars. That's one of my, I love to play guitar. I picked it up maybe about 6 months ago, maybe about 8, and I loved it.
Dylan's mother has also taken interest in his hobbies, but prefers to let him have space to do his work.
I have supported Dylan by trying to stay out of his way. Just allowing him to do his thing and just being supportive and watching the progress that he makes and just really being amazed at the things that he can do and just continue to support him in that way.
While some people meditate or read a book to de-stress, Dylan prefers to swing a hammer.
A lot of the times, you're just stressed out from school, and the nicest thing to do is just come home and sit and smell the leather and then get right into the work. It's a beautiful environment to put yourself in. I'd say it's a little bit of everything.
This is Parker Nolan and Chaney Kelly reporting for the Lovejoy News Network.